Yeah, that's right. It is the ISUPK. That's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge out of Harlem, New York, since 1969 under the commanding General Yohanan. And we are commanded by Yahweh Shah Mashiach, which is known to the world as Jesus Christ, that we are sent out to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, which are so-called Black, so-called Hispanic, and so-called Native American people. We are the descendants of Moses, all right? And what we're going to do is we're going to lay out a heavy teaching tonight, all right? This teaching tonight is going to be on what people call today, they call it the Star of David, all right? And the Star of Molech, right? So right now we're going to go ahead and play this commercial, and then we'll be right back.
Excuse me, I got a question.
Somebody give me Romans 13 and 11.
I have a question.
It's a Ronald car, man. Give me Romans 13 and 11.
God, this is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Brother, you need a water?
Thank you.
Yeah, that's right. All right, we back in the building, all right? So tonight's class is it's not that long of a class, all right? It's not that heavy of information, but what we're going to do is we're going to explore a couple things. Number one, we're going to explore why we don't know. Why don't we know that this is the seal of David? Why don't we know that? Why don't we know? You know why we don't know? You know, from Trooper Carl. Why don't we know? Why don't we have any clue on what is the seal of David? But
well, the reason why I don't have any information on it, I can see that it's kind of been taken over by a whole nother people.
okay, all right.
Not only do they call it a whole different name, they call it the Star of David,
Right.
versus the Seal of David, and then others they put a whole nother thing on it saying it's a mark or like a signet of like Molech.
Right. Now the people that did that, right, are the people that they would say is anti-Semitic. They are the people that don't like the so-called Jewish people in that land. So they created this illusion around it that it's satanic, it's evil. We're going to explore that. What makes something evil? But what I'm first going to do is show why we don't know. This is the reason why. Give me 2 Ezra 10 and 21 through 23. Second Ezra chapter 10 and verse 21 through 23. Because we're going to explore. I mean, just understand this. You know, you got a lot of people running around right up in my own family that tries to teach and pushes on me and my kids that this right here is evil. This is satanic. This is Satan worship. This is the star of Molech, right? And we're going to explore on that, and we're going to expose that lie, all right? But understand, the Apocrypha was taken out of the scriptures. This is another reason why the Apocrypha was taken out of the scriptures. Read.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 10, verse 21.
Come on.
For thou seest that our sanctuary is laid waste.
Now y'all see it. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Y'all see that our sanctuary is what?
Laid waste.
It's laid waste. Y'all look, it's laid waste. We know that we were put on slave ships and we were put and sold in bondage, right? So, and we know that the Romans went in and desecrated our temple. We know this. So the scripture says, read it again.
For thou seest that our sanctuary is laid waste.
This is the reason why we must learn again. We must come and understand. Like Yahushua said, we got to come as a little child. We can't come knowing everything. We can't come already with a presupposition already. All right. We have to come and understand that our sanctuary, our holy place is laid waste. Read.
Our altar broken down.
Come on.
Our temple destroyed.
Is what?
Destroyed.
It's destroyed. Altar on the ground. Everything is destroyed. Read.
Our psaltery is laid on the ground.
Our instruments, this is a musical instrument, is what?
Laid on the ground.
It's laid on the ground. Read.
Our song is put to silence.
This is why our songs is no more joyful songs. The music that they sing, the songs that they singing now, that's out of the pride of their own heart. That's for uplifting Esau's kingdom. All right. But our sanctuary, our altar, our temple destroyed. Our music, silence. No music, no voice coming from our sanctuary. Read.
Our rejoicing is at an end.
Come on.
The light of the candlestick is put out.
That means that the spirit is not there. The light of the candlestick is put out. Read.
The ark of the covenant is spoiled.
Come on.
Our holy things are defiled.
Our everything is tore up from, as one would say, from the floor up to the what? What is it?
Toe up to the floor.
From the what?
Toe up to the floor.
Tore up from the floor. All right. It's just tore up. Everything is bad. Everything is laid waste. We in captivity. Read.
The ark of our covenant is spoiled.
Come on.
Our holy things are defiled.
Read.
The name that is called upon us is almost profane.
Almost what?
Almost profane.
It's almost profane, but it's not going to be that profane because of his namesake, because of him. All right. That's why it says almost. Read.
Our children are put to shame.
Come on.
Our priests are burnt. Our Levites are gone into captivity.
It's going into what?
Captivity.
Come on.
Our virgins are defiled.
Our virgins have turned into whores now. Being a whore is cool. Being a slider is what's up, right? That's what's up now. So our virgins desecrated. Read.
Our wives ravished.
Come on.
Our righteous men carried away.
Read.
Our little ones destroyed.
Read.
Our young men are brought in bondage.
Come on.
And our strong men are become weak.
Very weak. Very weak. Here in the School of Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, That's one thing we don't teach is weakness. All right? We don't teach weakness. All right? We got to come up out of that state. Read.
And which is the greatest of all.
Which is what?
And which is the greatest of all.
Which is what?
The greatest of all.
Which is greatest of all, of everything, which is greatest of all. Read.
The seal of Zion.
The what?
The seal of Zion.
The seal of Zion. Read.
Hath now lost her honor.
Has now lost her honor. Has done what?
Lost her honor.
It has now lost her honor. It has now lost her honor. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 4 and 12.
There was just half a verse left.
All right, give me some more.
For she is delivered into the hands of them that hate us.
Now, who do we got to be saved from? From the hand of those who hate us. Who created this illusion, this mystical thing that this represent some type of star? This is the Star of David. That's silly talk. That's nonsense. The scriptures teach that a star is round. All right? That's what the scriptures teach. Stars are not pointy. This is our seal. This is the greatest, like you said, and which is the greatest of all. The seal of Zion. All right? The seal of Zion. What you got? Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4 and verse 12. All right? Understand, our enemies is the ones that said this. Our enemies is the one that says this right here is the Star of David and it's wicked and evil. All right? It is our enemy. It is those who hate us. What you got?
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 12.
Come on.
For the bewitching of naughtiness.
The what?
The bewitching of naughtiness.
The bewitching of naughtiness, read.
Doth obscure things that are honest.
They obscure things that are what?
Honest.
This is honest. That's what they did. That's why you don't know. You think it's wicked. That which is good to you now is bad. Salakia, that which is good is to the Most High, to you is bad. That's what you believe now. Read that again.
For the bewitching of naughtiness.
That's what they did. That's why they say, oh, you put a circle around it, and now it turns into Satan's worship center. The what? Put a candle on each one, and you can bring up the spirits. You can bring up your uncle. You can bring up your cousin. All that bull crap. Read it again.
For the bewitching of naughtiness doth obscure things that are honest.
That's what they do. That's what those who hate us did. They took something that was honest and they made it wicked. This is the reason why you don't know. Give me, you know what? I'm gonna go to a new one. Give me Psalms 51 and 10. Give me Psalms 51 and 10. This is what was necessary. This is what's necessary for you to understand. All right. I don't want to sound Christian, but you have to be born again. You have to come as a newborn child. You can't come with a presupposition. You just can't. Listen, there's a lot of things we learned before we came into this truth, right? But that don't mean you're supposed to bring it into the truth with you. You're supposed to let it go. This is what you need to do. Read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 51, verse 10.
Come on.
Create in me a clean heart, O God.
Do what?
Create in me a clean heart, O God.
That means create in me a new mind, Most High Power. Read.
And renew a right spirit within me.
Get my spirit right. Renew my spirit. Cause my spirit to become holy. Cause me to be set apart. What else you got on that?
That was the end of the verse.
All right, give me it's a hip. Isaiah 43. Isaiah 43, try 18 and 19. (43, 18, and 19).
The book of Isaiah, chapter 43, verse 18.
And this is how you got to take it. This is how you got to approach it. When you approach this, because I'm going to show you tonight, without a doubt, when you approach this, this is your mindset right now. Read.
Remember ye not the former things.
Remember not the form. Don't try to remember what those that hate us said about this seal. The greatest thing we have, our honor. And I'm going to show you why. Right? Read.
Neither consider the things of old.
Come on.
Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert.
All right. So the Most High said to you, remember ye not those old things. Give me 2 Corinthians 5:17. This is the mindset that we have to have. It's one of my favorites, right? We have to approach this with the mindset of a newborn child, like a newborn baby. And that's how you have to approach this study on what we're getting ready to do. So what we're pointing out is right now is why you don't know. It's a reason why you don't know. Remember, you was destroyed, right? So that's the reason why you don't know. So you have to come and allow us here in the home of the truth, One West, to teach you the one way, which is the true way. What you got?
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 5, verse 17. Therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature.
He's an old creature.
A new creature.
Half and half.
A new creature.
A new creature. Read.
Old things are passed away.
So you got to allow it to be passed away. You got to allow that presupposition to be gone. You got to let it go. It got to be gone away. You got anything else on that?
Behold, all things are become new.
All things. So now you got to allow this to become new. All right. You have to allow this to become new. All right. So now the question is, what are we trying to say? What we're trying to say and what we know to be true is this is a seal. This is a seal. This will be called a signet. That's what it'll be called, a signet, right? And I'm going to show you in the scriptures what it is, how it was made, right? And how we wore them. And not only did we wear them, all right, for rings, bracelets, we wore them, right? Not only did we did, everybody did. That was important. You had one. If you wrote a letter, like for instance, if I sign a signature, if I sign my signature, it's my signature. It's my autograph. No, it's not going to look exactly like my actual name written out by every alphabet, but it's my signature. All right? I want you to keep that in mind. It is my signature. What I want you to do is I want you to give me Exodus chapter 38. Exodus chapter 38, and we're going to go to verse 18. All right. So what we got going on right here is Salakia, Genesis 38. It might be Genesis 38. That's what it is. It's Genesis 38 in verse 18. In verse 18. All right. So what's going on here is here you have a man by the name of Judah, which is my progenitor. All right. It is the progenitor on who I come from. All right. What happened was he had a son. All right. Follow me. I'm not going to read the whole story, but he had a son. And when he had children, one of his sons was married. Right. And one of those children, his son, he died without having a son. Right. So when he died, what happens when a brother, if you got a brother and your brother dies and he didn't have a son?
As far as inheritance?
You don't have a son. You don't have a son. Your brother don't have a son and his wife, and he passed away. All right, what you got to do is, what happens is you got to sleep with your brother's widow. You have to sleep with your brother's widow and give her a child. All right. Judah's sons didn't do that, and the other son, and he died. You with me? So the wife name was Tamar, right? And she had to dress up so that she can sleep with the progenitor. Now I'm not going to get too much into the event itself, but what I want to bring out is this in verse 18. Genesis 38 and 18, you're going to see that we wore these. Judah had one. For Judah, read.
The book of Genesis, chapter 38, verse 18.
Come on.
And he said, what pledge shall I give thee?
So he's saying, what should I give you? Right? This is what he's saying to her. What should I give you? Go ahead.
And she said, the signet.
This is what she said. She said, give me what?
Thy signet.
Thy what?
Thy signet.
Thy what?
Thy signet.
Thy signet. That's thy seal. Read.
And thy bracelets.
Come on.
And thy staff that is in thine hand. And he gave it her, and came in unto her.
All right.
And she conceived by him.
All right. So notice, Judah, he had a what? A signet. He had a seal. That's what a signet is. Can you look that up? Salakia, Mataziala, can you look that up? Yeah, pull up a picture of a signet, a seal. That's the why. Whatever one you got. No, you got a picture? No, just a seal. Just any seal. Because I want them to know that what a signet is. When he says thy signet, all right, what is a signet? Give me verse 25 also. Verse 25.
Verse 25. When she was brought forth, she sent to her father-in-law, saying, by the man whose these are, I with child. And she said, discern, I pray thee. Whose are these? The signet, the bracelets, and staff. And Judah acknowledged them.
All right, so the signet belonged to Judah. So it was a signet of Judah. You got that up? Found anything on it? All right, pull him up. So that's what a signet is. Like, for instance, if I went somewhere and I saw a woman and she needed some type of proof or some type of pledge that I was there, I would give her my sword, right? I would give her my signet, right? I would give her my signet, right? And that's the wild. That's the wild. So that's what it is. All right. So the question is, how did we? What does this look like? All right. I want to kind of like show you how they did it. All right. It was made out of clay. That's what it was made out of. It was made out of, a lot of times it was made out of clay. You pulled it up. And after you pull that up, get Job. Yeah, get Job 38 and 14. All right, so you can kind of like see it right there. See how it is? It's like engraved inside of that metal or whatever that is. It's engraved inside there. It's like sketched in there. That's your signet. That would be your seal. You would have it engraved in clay or some type of stone, right? That's what you would have it in. All right, give me Job chapter 38 and verse 14. Watch this.
The book of Job, chapter 38, verse 14. It is turned as clay to the seal.
It does what?
It is turned as clay to the seal.
It has turned to clay. Read.
To the seal.
To the seal. Read.
And they stand as garment.
And they stand as garment, right? So it turns as seal as a clay. It's like clay. It gets hard. Give me Job 41 and 15. 41 and 15. So this is something that we did. This is something that we made. This is something that we created. All right. We created signets. We carved inside of stone. We carved inside of clay. We carved inside of wood. Right?
The book of Job, chapter 41, verse 15.
Read.
His scales are his pride, shut up together as with a closed seal.
As with a what?
Closed seal.
Now, why did I bring out the closed seal? All right. Because that's what okay, if I wrote a letter, I had to sign it, I closed it with a seal. I used my ring and I closed it. I sealed it. All right. So this is not something that we're making up in the scriptures. All right. You see that Judah wore a signet. He wore a bracelet. We wore jewelry. We carved into concrete. We carved into clay. What you got something you want to add up? All right, go ahead. All right, give me I tell you what. Let's deal with the kings. Let's deal with the kings. Did the king have a seal? Did the king close and write and close it with a seal, with a signet? Give me the only way we can find that out. We have to actually see it being done, right? We have to explore, did the kings do this, right? So there was a woman by the name of Jezebel, and she was married to a man named Ahab. Are you familiar with that? All right. Go to, where's that at? With was it First King 21? First King 21. First King 21. So let's see if the kings did it. All right. First King 21 and you can do verse 8. Slacky. First King 21. Verse 8. Now, all right, so to bring you up to date on this verse 8, right? Ahab's wife, Jezebel, is getting ready to write a letter. All right. And she's going to write the letter and pretend she's him. So you know what she got to do? She got to sign it. She got to sign it. That's how you knew that something was officially from the king. All right. Or from anyone. Their seal would be on it. So watch what she did. Read.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 21, verse 8. So she wrote letters in Ahab's name.
She did what?
She wrote letters in Ahab's name.
Just like if King David or any king would be writing. If they write a letter, all right? So here it says, so she, which is Jezebel, wrote a letter in Ahab, which is the king's name. Read.
And sealed them.
And then what?
Sealed them.
Come on.
With his seal.
With his what?
With his seal.
She sealed it with his seal. That's what she sealed it with. She signed it with his seal. Right? You got anything else on that?
Kind of, sir. And sent the letters unto the elders and to the nobles that were in his city, dwelling in Naboth.
So this is how you would present a letter. You would present a letter and you would put your seal on it. That's what the king did. Let's see another one. Go to Esther 8:8. All right. Now, here, all kings had it. So now I'm going to show you another king that is not a king of Israel. And he actually, you can start at verse 7. So we can know what king this was. All right. And understand, everyone, if anyone wrote a letter, whether you was in Israel or not, you had to have a signature. Well, nobody, I know y'all think that people was just writing letters. No, we wasn't just writing letters and not putting our autograph on it. We will put our seal on it. We will put our signet on it. Read.
The book of Esther, chapter 9, chapter 8, verse 7. Then the king Ahasuerus said unto Esther, the queen, and to Mordecai, the Jew, behold, I have given Esther the house of Ammon, And him they have hanged upon the gallows, because he had laid his hand upon the Jews.
Come on.
Verse 8.
Now here we go.
Write ye also for the Jews,
So he's saying, right for the Jews. Read.
as it liketh you, in the king's name.
In the who?
In the king's name.
Come on.
And seal
They
it.
do what?
And seal it.
Come on.
With the king's ring.
With his ink pen.
With the king's ring.
Now it gotta be with a pencil.
With the king's ring.
With the king's ring. What y'all gonna say about that? That's a lie. This ain't happening. What you got?
If I may, these are different people, biblical. Slavic. If I may, these are actual seals. If you see it here on the right hand side, one says Azariah, son of Hilkiah,
Right.
605 BC. Elishama, the scribe, that's his seal. So as Aaron is saying, this is what we do. This is proof right here of him telling you the truth. This is what we do. Shelemiah, son of Shema, and so forth. Like it's very easy to look up some of these things to validate what the Bible already tells us is the truth, because archaeology is helping the Bible be true.
Right.
Just like the Bible says it would. So,
All right. So now that we understand that we had seals, now we understand that we had signets, right? Now we understand that the king sealed it. He sealed his letters. No king wrote a letter without, sealing it with his signature. All right. No king ever done that. We don't do that. All right. So now that we have that understanding, why are we so focused on David? Why are we concerned about David, right? Give me Isaiah 55 and 3. Give me Isaiah 55 and 3. You got it? Let's get it.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 3.
Come on.
For thou shalt break forth on the right hand and on the left, and thy
Isaiah 55 and let's say 3.
concert.
All right, go ahead. Isaiah 55 and 3. Read.
Concert. Isaiah 55, verse 3. And Salakia, I'd actually went up. Salakia. Incline your ear and come unto me.
Now, this is what the Lord is saying. Incline your ears and come unto me. Read.
Hear, and your soul shall live.
Hear this, and you shall live. Read.
And I will make an everlasting covenant with you.
I will make an everlasting covenant with you. Read.
Even the sure mercies of David.
Even the sure mercies of David. Why is he used? David is used over and over and over again. Right? Read.
Behold, I have given him for a witness to the people, a leader and a commander to the people.
Why is it David? Why is he mentioning David, right? Think about it. The Most High told Solomon, I'm going to rip the kingdom out of your hand. Not for all the kingdoms, for whose sake? For whose sake did he say he wasn't going to rip out the whole kingdom?
Was it David's sake?
It was for David's sake. It was always for David's sake, right? Give me Jeremiah chapter 32 and verse 40. Salaki, what'd you say? 32 and verse 40.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 32, verse 4.
Verse 40.
Verse 40. Salaki. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them, that I will not turn away from them to do them good. But I will put my fear in their hearts, that they shall not depart from me.
This is where we got to be. We have to accept this and put that fear of the Lord in your heart, that you understand that David is mentioned. David is mentioned. Why is David mentioned? 1 Kings 2 and 45. Why is it David, 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 right? David established the 12 tribes. Remember, if you go back and look at our classes, right? We did a class on how David established the kingdom. David established the kingdom and brought all 12 tribes back together, right? That's what he did. What you got, 1 Kings 2 and 45. 2 and 45.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 2, verse 45. And King Solomon shall be blessed, and the throne of David shall be established before the Lord forever.
Whose throne?
The throne of David.
The throne of who?
The throne of David.
Read.
So the king commanded Benaiah.
No, that's it. That's it.
Fine.
Now give me 1 Kings 9 and 5. Read.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 9, verse 5.
Come on.
Then I will establish the throne of thy kingdom upon Israel forever.
Come on.
As I promised to David thy servant.
To who?
David thy father, Salaki.
Come on.
Saying, there shall not fail be a man upon the throne of Israel.
All right. It's always concerning the throne of David. We're going to enter into our rest. And when we enter into our rest, we're going to be entering into the kingdom. We're going to be entering into the promise that the Most High promised to us, right? Give me Jeremiah 17 and 22.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 22.
Salakia, that ain't the one I was looking for. That's not the one I was looking for. Hold on. Salakia. Give me a sec. Is that what it is? Let me see. 17 to 25. No, that. Khan, go ahead. You can read that. That's the wild.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 25. Then shall there enter into the gates of the city kings and princes sitting upon the throne of David.
On the throne of who?
The throne of David.
Come on.
Riding in chariots and on horses, they and their princes, the men of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem. And this city shall remain forever.
How long?
Forever.
So when it's dealing with David and it's dealing with his throne, it's always referred to it being forever. All right. Now we know after David, Solomon caused the kingdom to fall. Right. So when Solomon caused the kingdom to fall, that kingdom had to be rebuilt. That kingdom is called the Tabernacle of David. Give me Amos. Are you familiar with that? Give me Amos 9. And we're going to start at 9 and 8. Amos 9 and verse 8. We're going to go from 8 to chapter, verse 8 to 11.
I think I was wrong. I might be familiar. This is where he gathers everybody into the he gathers everybody into the valley of Jehoshaphat. And that was
Amos chapter 8. Salakia chapter 9 and verse 8 through 11.
the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 8.
Now, this right here was quoted dealing with Cornelius. All right. This was quoted in the book of Acts chapter 15, dealing with Cornelius. Read.
Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom,
Come on.
and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
He said, I'm going to destroy this kingdom up off the face of the earth. Read.
Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob,
Read.
saith the Lord.
So Jacob is not going to be destroyed, saith Yahweh. Read.
For lo,
Come on.
I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations.
So he's going to go and sift the house of Israel from among all nations. Right? Read.
Like as corn is sifted in a sieve,
Read.
ye shall not the least grain fall upon the earth.
Come on.
All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Read. And look, by doing that, by going out and retrieving and gathering Israel from among all nations, by doing that, this is what's going to take place. Read.
In that day,
day,
will I rise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen.
Read it again.
In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the day of old.
I will build it as in the day of old. I will build the tabernacle of David. He will come and sit on the throne of David, right? Give me Jeremiah 23 and 5. I really want to drive home the fact that Yahweh Shah is going to be coming and sitting on the throne of his father. That's very important. And I think another reason why Christians and everybody don't want to accept that is because you would have to accept that he was the seed of David, according to the flesh. Jeremiah, what you got? Jeremiah 23 and 5?
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 5. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch.
Read it again.
Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch.
I will raise unto David a righteous branch. Read.
And a king shall reign and prosper.
Come on.
And shall execute judgment and justice in the earth.
All right. So now I want you to give me Luke. What I want Luke, what is it? 1 and 32. Luke chapter 1, verse 32 and 33.
Sir.
Read.
The book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 32.
Come on.
He shall be great and shall be called the Son of the Highest.
So this is what the angel was telling Mary. Said, your son, he's going to be great and shall be called the Son of the Highest. Read.
And the Lord God shall give unto him the throne of his father David.
The throne of who?
Of his father David.
The throne of his father David. Now I'm doing this because now I want to show you something, right? Well, Salakia. All right, we in there. All right. So now look. All right, so look, we'll come over here. And where's my marker at? That was right there. All right, so now remember, we're talking about David, right? So I got a question for you. You ready? When Adam, because we got to deal with Adam when we're talking about this. We got to go and explore Adam. So, are you familiar that Adam named everything? All right, Adam named everything. What would come first? Objects or alphabet? Objects would come first, right? Objects would come first. What would come first? Sounds or alphabets? Sounds would come first. It's a reason why I'm saying this, a reason why I'm asking this. The reason why I'm saying this is the reason why I'm asking this is because what Adam did was Adam saw that first, right? That's an eye for ox. Why? Because see, that would be an ox. See, so what Adam did was Adam saw the animal eye, right? He saw the eye a lot. He saw the ox, right? So he saw the eye, right? He saw God, right? God, right? But check this out. This is what Adam saw. I want to get to this particular one, right? What Adam saw was, you know what that is? A tent. That's a tent. And you know what this is? The entrance. This is the entrance. Oh, can they see that? It's real low. Let me make it bigger. What about now? Can you see that? All right. So that would be what Adam saw, right? So when Adam saw that, he saw the dot, the door, the entrance, the dot, the lock, the dot, right? So when he saw that, that's what he saw. So that became a Paleo-Hebrew alphabet. All right? Dot, right? So you got da, right? And you got wood, da. Da with da. That's David's name, right? So what David did was David had a seal. He had a seal. He had a signet, right? On his ring so that he can sign his letters, right? With his ring. And how did he make it? We know how he made it. You know, give me the oldest seal of David found. This is what we get. Da will die. Right? That's what we get. That's his seal. That's his signet. Why do we wear this? We wear this because it represents the throne that Yahweh Shai is going to sit on. Read that again in verse 30. What's that? Verse 32. We wear this out of respect for our king because we represent the military of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. For Luke 1 and 32.
The book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 32. He shall be great and shall be called the Son of the Highest. And the Lord God shall give unto him the throne of his father David.
The throne of who?
Of his father David.
So we wear that in respect of this throne that Yahweh Shai will come and sit on for how long?
Forever.
Forever. Every military got a patch, got a seal, got a signet. If you go in the military right now in this country, they put one on your shoulder. You got one right here. It represents your squad. It represents the platoon or wherever you're from. That's what it represents. It's your seal, right? When you pull out your money, it has a seal. Everything has a seal on it. So if everything has a seal on it, you got to say everything is satanic. You take the money out your pocket. Everything is satanic, right? So now you say a star, right? Give me the precept for the round star. You say the star is a point. Now you have to understand if the star is a point, right? That's how we see it, right? That's how we're going to explain it. But if we use the Bible to interpret the Bible got a whole nother understanding on a star. Now I'm going to show you in the Bible, you got two meanings for star, for the word star. Everything is based on context. You got the stars, you got the stars in the sky, in the heavens, and then you got a rising star, right? Ain't that what you have? For some strange reason, we gotta say that this is a star, and we gotta say that it's the star of Molech. That's not true. You got that for me, Up?
Calm down, sir. Wisdom of Solomon. It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, verse.
Now this is a star.
Verse 1.
This is a star, all right, according to the Bible, all right? A star in the Bible does not have points, all right? It doesn't have sharp corners, all right? So when someone says, oh, yeah, I see you wearing this star, no, this is not a star. This is a signet. This is a seal. Read.
Surely vain are all men by nature, who are ignorant of God, and could not out of the good things that are seen know him that is. Neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster.
The works is what we see, read, like a star.
But deemed either fire or wind or the swift air or the circle of the stars.
Or the what?
Or the circle of the stars.
The circle of the what?
Of the stars.
No, the point of the stars.
Or the circle of the stars.
The corner of the stars.
Or the circle of the stars.
The circles of the stars. So in the scriptures, the circles, a star is round. It's a circle. That's what a star is. A star also could be like you have Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5. Who is the star of the Jackson 5? Michael. Who? That's the star. That would be our star, right? But let's go to Amos. What is that? Amos 5:26. Let's look at this star. So we know that you got a star in the heavens, moving, right? And that star is round, right? But we got something else called a star, and we gonna get it. What I tell you, go. Where we at? Amos, right? 5 and. It's to up. It's gonna be moving there.
The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 26.
Read.
But ye have borne the tabernacle of your Molech.
What is a tabernacle? You know tabernacle?
Would a tabernacle like a physical tabernacle?
What is the tabernacle? What is it? What would be a tabernacle?
Like a building.
Like a building, right? The tabernacle of who?
Of Molech.
Right? And
Sheon.
Come on.
Your images. The star of your God.
The what?
The star of your God.
Read.
Which ye made to yourselves.
So we know that a star is what? What is a star?
It can be a person.
Right, but okay, right, but we know a star in the heavens is what?
A circle.
Is a circle. We know a star is a circle. So this right here is stating, and the star of who? The image of who is the star? Which one is the star of this?
This looks like the image of Chian.
That's the star, right? So we're saying, no, this is not Slacky. All right, you're telling me, there you go. Look it up. Molech. Molech. I see I spelled that wrong on the why is it? All right, I'll take care of that. Go ahead and look that up real quick while I handle this.
I'll look for Molech.
Kind. Pull it up. And tell them where you're reading from
So, one moment.
when you get it. So back here. All right. Like, this is like a closed deal. Like, so I know somebody, man, they automatically, when they read this, they say, but ye have borne the tabernacle of Molech. And
It's a lot, sir.
you got it?
But it could be either or. It could be either Moloch or Molech. So Molech.
Okay, you got that?
Sir.
All right, read it.
This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, page 372, definition, Moloch or Molech.
All right, so we're gonna get the definition. All right, the scholars that did the research, we're gonna get the definition. Go ahead.
Heathen god worship, especially by Ammonites.
A heathen god. It don't say star. You sure? It don't say celestial in this. All right, go ahead.
By Ammonites, by sacrifice of children.
By what?
Sacrifice of children.
This is what it's talking about. It's not talking about the seal of David. Read.
Worship forbidden the Israelites. Places of worship set up by Solomon for heathen wives.
All right, so that's good enough. So Solomon set up these tabernacles for his heathen wives. All right. So it's not saying that it's a celestial star. It said, hey, look up chill. See if you can find that. CHIUN. You said what? That's the why. What you got? I'd rather get it out of the blue letter though. It's Amos 5:26. You found it? Read.
The Chion, the god Saturn.
The god of who?
Saturn.
The god of Saturn. Come on.
Probably same as Rephan.
Read.
And that was in there.
That was it?
Definition.
That's it. You don't see nothing there about no gas or balls of gas. Nothing. Nope. I guess that's not it, huh? So what would this mean? Can we get an example of this? Can we get an example of the star? Like what would make, who is our star? Who would our star be? Who would our star be?
The biggest star?
Yeah, who would our star be?
It would be Christ.
You got a precept for that? Like we gotta prove it. We gotta prove that that's the case, because if we can prove in the scriptures that a star could represent someone that stands out from the rest, right? Then if we could do that, that would show and that would make an argument for our case. Give me Numbers 24:17. We can make an argument for our case if we can do that. All right?
And that was Numbers 24:17.
God. You got it?
God, sir.
Let's get it.
The book of Numbers, chapter 24, verse 17.
Read.
I shall see him, but not now.
Come on.
I shall behold him, but not nigh.
Read.
There shall come a star out of Jacob.
Read it again.
There shall come a star out of
No,
Jacob.
that shall become a ball of gas out of Jacob.
A star out of Jacob.
No, a sharp corner.
A star out of Jacob.
6 points.
A star out of Jacob.
A star out of Jacob. That's our star. Molech, he had a star. They got a star. We got a star. Read it again.
I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a sceptre shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Seth.
All right, so question. Who is the star of Jacob?
Star of Jacob would be Yahweh.
Will be Yahweh Shah. Give me Revelation 22, Salakia 2 and 28.
The book of Revelations, chapter 2, verse 28.
Read.
And I will give him the morning
I
star.
will give him what?
The morning star.
I'm gonna give him that. Most High give him that position. The morning star. What else you got on that?
That was, and it just goes to verse 29.
That's it. Give me 22 and 16.
The book of Revelations, chapter 22, verse 16.
Read.
I, Yahushua, have sent mine angel to testify unto these things
This is the testimony. Read.
in the churches.
Come on.
I am the root and the offspring of David, and the bright and morning
The
star.
bright and what?
Morning star.
That position was given to him. He was the bright and morning star for righteousness. The throne of David represents a branch of righteousness, right? Who's the star of wickedness?
Star of wickedness
Yeah, who got that role? Somebody got to have it. Somebody got to be the star.
would be Lucifer.
You got a precept for it?
I'll find it quick.
I'm gonna give you a shot. Hey yo, we need to have a clock in here like. Can we get that out? Get a time. You gotta get one of them.
Is it in Isaiah?
I like where you're going.
Isaiah 14,
I feel you.
12. Isaiah 14 and 12.
Let's get it.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 12.
Read.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
Son of the who?
Son of the morning.
Read.
How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation?
The reason why he said, "How have thou fallen to the ground, O Lucifer, son of the morning star," is because he's the star of the wickedness. That's his job, and from that position he's going to fall. That position is going to come down. That position is not going to be no more. All right. So a star can mean two things. It can mean, go to Genesis 1 and 14.
The book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 14.
Read.
And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years.
That's what the stars are for. We got stars for that. And then we got stars like this. Numbers 24. Go back to Numbers 24 and 17.
The book of Numbers, chapter 24, verse 17. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob.
The star out of Jacob. So you can have a star as in one that stands out from the rest. That's a star. And then you can have a gas of star, stars that are gas that are round. Nowhere in the scriptures that it doesn't indicate or it gives a illusion or makes it seem like we worship something that's similar to this, which is Paleo Hebrew, and called it the star of Molech. We never did that. We never walked in such light. All right. So real simple and easy class. You got any questions? Any questions online? Any questions online? All right. I'm going to pass the class over to priest and officer. No, sure ain't no question. All right, we're going to pass the class over to priest and officer Mataziala. Hold on. Wait. I got it. Hold on for 1 second. Trying to get it to stop. You gotta listen. I'm letting everybody know I'm not putting up hand signals. All right, I'm putting up signals so that the camera, because they go. I'm telling you, I'm going to hear it. I'm going to hear it. All right, do me a favor. Turn the camera that way. Wilder. You can see it right there. Go ahead. All right. That's the why I bring it up. Hold on now. Hold on. Gotta get this together. All right, you good. You too wild.
All right. ISUPK security announcements. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother and sister come to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to learn and share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, they are to seek counsel from the heads. Ties, which is commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means 10th in Hebrew, my Aishara. 10% for every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Priest funds, free will offering for the priests. It's not mandatory. It's whatever amount you'd like to donate. Upcoming holy convocations, we have the Day of Atonement. We'll be getting. If you can give me the Day of Atonement date right there on the wall, please, Baba Shah. October 4th, Tuesday, October 4th will be the Day of Atonement. That's Tuesday, October 4th. So that means on that day, you are not permitted to eat or drink anything. Nothing shall pass through your mouth. If you are on medication, you can take your medication with a sip of water. But other than that, if you have children, if you have medical conditions, pregnancies, whatever the case may be. But if you are able, you are not to consume anything. It's the day to afflict your soul. Okay? That's the Day of Atonement. That's Tuesday, October 4th. All right? And will be held in our, as far as we know, it will be held in our Wilmington location. That's 1232 North King Street, Wilmington, Delaware. All right, if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that being said, Minister Israel, Minister Shabbat, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat, Yahweh Sarge, you turn, we're going to give the sister a courtesy salute. Sister Majan, Minister Israel, Shabbat, Majan, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh glad to dismiss. Yeah.
Excuse me. I got a question.
Somebody give me Romans 13 and 11.
I have a question.
It's a Robert car, man. Give me Romans 13 and 11.
God, this is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Brother, you need a water?
Thank you.
Get down here to class, 1232 North King Street, Wilmington, Delaware.
Shalom, Lord Christ, to my brothers and sisters, man. Y'all need to come down to 1232 North King Street, where the truth resides, man. ISUPK, Delaware. We definitely representing doing some big things.
Delaware. 202 North DuPont Boulevard
That's
in
right.
Smyrna, Delaware.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Come and be a part of this rising thing that we got going on here in Delaware.
I hear everybody claiming that they love the Lord and love God and all that. Well, get in here and show it. You know what I mean? The scriptures say faith without works is dead. So if you ain't doing nothing, your faith is dead. So get up and do something. What you need to do is get your ass up and get in the class. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't doing nothing else. You're sitting home wasting time. Everything is going on around you, and you don't know how to compartmentalize these things. You understand? I'm on my way to class right now, like you should be. You know what I'm saying? Class don't stop for nothing.